Lindsay. How are you?
Awesome, Michelle. I'm happy to be on the mic. And today's episode, guys, is also on YouTube. So don't miss it. If you want to see us recording in our studios / our home offices / our bedrooms and closets, go over to YouTube and hit subscribe on the channel. Right, Michelle?
That is right. Okay, well, we are happy to be here on YouTube today. So we are going to be getting into some things about the doctor and idioms and expressions. So I'm excited for that. But we want to remind you guys that we have an All Ears English app. This is for Android and iOS. So we have it for both. And this app is super cool. We have transcripts on there. We also have keywords where you can get all of, the most important vocabulary words in one place. Right, Lindsay?
Exactly. Imagine being able to, on your phone, see every word we're saying and tap on certain words to save in your own list. Then you go back and you study just that list, not anyone else's list. It's your personalized list. So go to allearsenglish.com/app, guys, to do your 7-day free trial.
Love
Okay.
it. That is so cool.
So good stuff. So do you like going to the doctor, Michelle? How do you feel about that whole thing?
It depends.
What are your
It
thoughts?
depends on the doctor. In general,
Okay.
I like going because I like knowing and like making sure that everything's okay. I would rather know things that are going on. I don't like going so that's like for checkups. It's not fun to go. But
No.
it's kind of comforting then when you check it off your list and you're done with it, right?
It is. It is. And there's an element of like mindfulness for me in this, more so going to the dentist, because I feel like it's easy. I don't have to get in a gown and all this mess and waiting room. The dentist is easy. All you have to do, you get your teeth cleaned, you feel good. You're just like, I'm taking care of my health, my
Right.
dental health, right? It feels good. There's an element of that, but it can be stressful too, right?
Yeah, but going when you're actually sick is no fun.
Ooh.
And if you have to sit in a waiting room with other sick people, so that part that
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh,
like.
yeah.
So overall,
That's not good.
like the mindfulness, like the keeping up to date and making sure you're taking care of yourself, that part I like. But the in general, I don't think anybody really like loves like being at the doctor.
No, probably not. But we talk about it a lot, don't we? In English, in an everyday way, in natural native English.
We do. So, guys, today we are going to teach you some idioms, some expressions that deal with the word doctor. And some of them, it's kind of like, really, the word doctor, it's not how you would think. So we're going to get into those.
I love it. So let's go into the first one, Michelle. I'm just going to throw it out there for our listeners. And guys, if you do have the app, you're going to see this in the transcripts. But if not, then write it down. So the phrase is just what the doctor ordered. I feel like this one is a little old, on the older side, right? But we do use it, I suppose.
Yeah,
right?
I hear it. I hear it still, but I see what you mean. Yeah, it's basically.
Yeah.
Is this only about the doctor?
No, it's probably about, well, I'm trying to think of when you would use it. So, maybe a mother to their child, if maybe the kid comes in and he scraped his knee and you put a Band-Aid on and then give him like a cookie. Here you go, just what the doctor ordered, right? I don't know. When would you use it, Michelle? What do you think?
I don't know. In this example that I wrote, I feel like you could even just use it to be funny and well, let's do this example.
That's good. That's more sophisticated. Here we go. Here's your sandwich.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Okay, so what are you saying there? Are you saying I'm giving you like an awful sandwich? Are you being sarcastic, or are you just hungry and you're excited to have a sandwich?
Yeah, I think it's
Which
like,
I am hungry right now.
Oh yes, I bet you are. Like it's like saying like, oh, that's just what I needed, right?
Okay,
That's
got
how
it,
I
got
would use
So
it. If you haven't heard in that way, but I hear it
I
in
have.
this way of like, oh, that's just what I needed.
Yeah, I've heard that. That makes sense to me. That's just what I needed. Right thing, right moment, right solution.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
perfect.
if it's like chicken soup, like something, that is good and it tastes good if you're not feeling well, then you could definitely use it. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big chicken soup person. I feel like that's so crazy to say. I think everyone likes chicken soup. I'm not a big chicken soup person. I'd rather have like a clam chowder or something heavy, a butternut squash soup.
Oh, I like
a heavy soup
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like chicken noodle soup?
Yeah, I like chicken noodle soup. In general, I don't know. I have to really be in the mood for a soup.
Yeah.
And it's not
Totally.
that often. I'm not like a big soup person, but I like it.
No.
I like it.
You like it. All right. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. We can disagree. What's the next one, Michelle?
The next one is, this is very famous one. You guys may have heard it. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Did you do something on our Instagram channel for this, Michelle?
Did I? Maybe. I probably did.
You said here in our notes that you did.
Oh, I did. Oh my gosh. I missed.
Yes, you did. Well, I was just thinking.
I was going to say, you have a great memory. Oh my gosh. You're right. I did do this. Of course. Yes. It says this on our notes, and I wrote that. So yes, I did this on Instagram once before.
All right, guys, if you're not in our Instagram channel, I feel like we don't talk about that as much anymore, but we do have an awesome Instagram channel. We do updates for you over there. So go check out All Ears English on Instagram. Yeah. Do you think it's true? Is it true?
Oh, no. I think, so an apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's like, yeah, this idea that if you have an apple or something healthy every day, that you'll be healthy, and that you won't have to go to the doctor as much. An apple is actually, I've learned, quite a sugary snack. So it depends on what, on what it is for every person and their certain health needs. But this is just kind of you might not even say this to talk about apples sometimes. It's like, oh, just something that you do all the time. Like, oh, that will make life better, right? So we don't always use it in terms of an actual doctor, an actual apple.
Exactly. That's an important point, right? It's not just used when someone is actually eating an apple and saying I'm being healthy. For example, you might say, hey, it's January. I'm going to try to change my diet. I'm going to have kale every day for lunch. And then I might respond to you and say, oh, well, an apple a day. Mm-hmm. And that's the other piece, Michelle. Before we've talked about cutting idioms in half and cutting them off. Could we do that with this one?
You could, because everybody knows the rest of it.
The rest.
So you might, if it's such a well-known expression like this one, you can cut it off.
Exactly. And yeah, apples are kind of a sugar bomb. I also learned that in the last few years. It's true, but I still love them. A good apple, I love it, but it is sugary for sure.
I do love apples too.
Hidden sugar. Yeah.
Well, a lot of fruit has sugar that you don't realize.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
All right. So if I said to you, Lindsay, I really need to improve my doctor. What's going on with me today? I really need to improve my diet.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away, Michelle. And again, I probably at this point would say, like I said, like we said just now, an apple a day, And I'm just acknowledging that I understand what you're saying and what you're doing, and I'm going to encourage you by saying that, right?
Right. You're not actually saying like, oh, well, then you'll be healthy forever, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Michelle, the next one, I like this because it makes me think of a certain 90s band.
Yes, me too. The Spin Doctors.
Spin Doctors. They were cool. I actually liked them a lot. I'm dating myself here in a massive way. But you listen to them too. And so that doesn't make me too old, I guess.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know. But I did listen to them too. So I think we're both dating each other. That sounds, we don't mean that in that. We mean, when you say that you're dating yourself, it's like.
I just got what you were trying to say. Okay. Yeah, we're not literally going on dates together. It means that when you say I'm dating you or you're dating yourself, it means that you're revealing your age, guys. It means that you are saying how old you are because you're referring to something that was popular in your heyday. Yes. Another great vocabulary for our listeners in your heyday.
Maybe we'll do an episode on that one, on dating.
That would be really fun. Yeah, that would be great. That'd be great. And then we could reveal all sorts of secrets that tell our audience how old we are.
That would be fun. All right. So what is a spin doctor?
All right. A spin doctor, I guess, is someone that presents a certain spin on something. Like a politician always presents a spin on something. Maybe a lawyer, I guess. Although I've never really use that term to refer to a lawyer. Michelle, tell me about this term because I only think of it in terms of the band. So
I actually had to look.
Educate me a little bit more.
No, I had to look at it, into it too because I knew this one, so I had to look at. But yeah, basically, I mean, I also think of like the commentators on maybe cable news, like they always, to put a spin on something. You always like, even if like, I could say like, oh, that. This is true, and they're able to say, yeah, but this and this and this, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, they're really good at that, right? It's scary. Yeah, people can really spin things in whatever direction they want. People are smart, they're quick, they're good. So that's kind of a spin doctor. Here's a quick role play. You ready?
Okay, here we go.
All right, so he's really a good speaker.
Yeah, but I know he's a spin doctor. I don't trust him.
Ooh, yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah, Lindsay, I really also knew this more so in the way of the band. So this is how I looked it up. But I honestly, I don't hear this too much. But it's good to know.
Yeah. But the next one I absolutely hear probably the most out of all of these. So I'm excited for this. What is this one, Michelle?
This is to doctor something. Okay, so this is different. This really doesn't have anything to do with the doctor, right?
Yeah, this is to make an adjustment that is kind of misleading and false. So let's do a role play. We'll show our listeners how we do it.
Okay. Wait, this isn't my signature.
Oh my goodness. These forms have been doctored.
I'll call my lawyer.
Oh, whoa, scary. So does that mean that someone actually forged your signature?
Yeah,
or someone created?
Yeah, somebody's adjusted something to lie, basically.
Interesting. Yeah. So to doctor something, what would be something else that we would doctor? Like, let's see, maybe if a car's been in a wreck and you don't want to pay for true repairs, you might duct tape the side of the car or something.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To hide the dents.
To hide it.
Yeah.
To doctor it. Yeah. That's funny. I wouldn't have thought of it in that way, but I guess that makes sense. Actually, you're making that adjustment, right?
Yeah. And I can't think of what else could be doctored, but a lot of things when they've been messed up, and then you try to fix it, but in kind of a slightly dishonest way, I guess.
Right. Yeah. When I think of to doctor something, I think of some sort of dishonesty, but maybe not always.
Yes. All right. Well, anything else for today, Michelle, before we do our takeaway for our listeners?
All right. Well, guys, these are very useful. Some have to really do with the actual doctor and health and things like that, but some of them have nothing to do with the doctor, really. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're talking about health with these expressions. So we gave you many today that deal with the word doctor, but have lots of different meanings. So yeah, definitely try these out.
Yeah, guys, again, have fun with your English. Add these in, add all these different and new and colorful ways of speaking into your language, and you'll connect better because people will be interested in you and what you're saying, right? That is the key. I love it.
That is right.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, Lindsay, this was fun. And guys, thank you for listening and watching, and yeah, have a great day.
All right. Good stuff, Michelle. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.